Hi, it's Luke again, and let's see, it's April 24th here in New England. Beautiful day today. The sun is starting to set. It's great to have these longer days of increased sunlight. It really boosts the spirit. Get outside as much as you possibly can. It's good for the soul and it's good for your health. So I'm going to plant some radishes in a pot for a friend of mine who loves radishes and claims she can't grow anything. So I'm going to show you my formula here for mixing my container potting mix. Now, again, here I am trying to do this all myself, but that's all right. I know what I'm looking at now. So we're going to start by adding a couple of handfuls of organic sphagnum peat moss, which provides aeration, helps hold moisture. And we're going to add about, it's a small pot so I don't have to mix up a whole lot. And then we're going to add like an equal amount of just container gardening soil that I got at the hardware store. It's Jolly Gardener is the brand, and I think it's got some fertilizer added to it. It's supposed to reduce watering. So you can see, I mean, it's nice and black. A lot of people are tempted to just plant in this. Not a great idea. Your roots are going to be really compacted. For containers anyway, you need a much kind of lighter consistency. Otherwise, the roots are going to get compacted, or if you're growing carrots or a root crop in a container, they're not going to really grow that well because the soil's not loose enough. So I've got about equal amounts there. Now I'm adding some vermiculite, which is organic, and it's actually kind of from volcanic ash. So if you haven't seen what vermiculite looks like, it's really... Oh, here's my dog. Little, wait a minute. Little, Little, get over here. Get over here. Get in the yard. Get in the yard. Get in the yard. Sorry about that. This is the yappy one herself. Her name is Little One, and she's out here to kind of chase the squirrels around. So back to your vermiculite. It kind of looks like sawdust. Kind of feels like really dry beach sand. So you could also use just play sand or something like that that you would put in a kid's like play sandbox. And that would kind of do the same trick. And it's probably a lot cheaper than vermiculite. And then we're going to add some perlite, which is also from volcanic ash. So it's organic. And it kind of looks like little styrofoam, ground up styrofoam pieces. But it's not. It's organic. So I'm going to add a good amount of that in there because I really like a nice loose soil. Now for containers. Now I'm adding some trifecta fertilizer, which has a lot of helpful bacteria and trace minerals and stuff. It's excellent, excellent. My go-to fertilizer for organic gardening. You get that online. And then I'm also going to add just a little bit of bone meal. I'm sorry, blood meal, which is also organic in that it comes from the dried blood of slaughtered livestock and stuff. So if you're vegan, you probably don't want to use that. Now, you can see what we've got here. Okay, we're just gonna mix this all up by hand. Get it kind of all mixed together. And if suddenly I disappear again, it's because the dog's run out towards the street or is chasing somebody who's walking their dog. Okay, so we've got an excellent mixture. You can see how nice and loose it is. Okay, now, next step, fill our container and plant. So we're going to move over here. And I think this should go. So I've got this, it's not very small, it's like maybe a 1 quart size, but you can get like at least a dozen radishes or so out of that. A lot of people used to put rocks and stuff in the bottom of their pots for drainage, but that actually kind of ends up compacting stuff and messing up with the roots. So I'm going to, and this has drainage built in, okay? You can also water it from here if you want. If you had something that you were planting that, African violets especially, that you don't want to water from the top. Okay, so we've got this kind of appropriately filled. Tap it down just a little bit. I've got about 1 inch of headspace here to allow for watering and stuff like that. This is kind of a really fast growing radish. It is called sparkler white tip. Very common, kind of the most common type of radish that you're going to find like in the market. And so that's what we're going to plant. Radish seeds, you like to plant about 1/2 inch deep. Actually, I'm just going to put these in. You can thin them and actually eat the radish seeds if you need to thin them somewhat. But there's such a fast grower. I mean, we'll have radishes in 3 weeks. So I'm gonna, once I plant this, I'm probably gonna wait for the radishes to stop popping up, and then I will give it to my friend Celine, and all she'll have to do is water them and put them in a sunny spot. Just make sure these have good contact with the soil just by kind of tapping them down. I probably planted about 18 seeds, so it's all right. Worst case scenario, she has 18 radishes. These seeds are also from at least last year, if not the year before. So seeds, as long as you keep them dry and stuff, can last for a while. So there we have it. We've got a nice planted container with radishes. It'll be ready in like 21 days or so. And you'll know when the radishes are ready because the tops will start popping up out of the ground. And then you just kind of gently twist them, and you can plant back in this container, add a little extra fertilizer, but you could replant this every time you harvest. That's it for now. Nothing simpler than that. 21 days from planting to harvest. Go with radishes if you want to entertain the kids and show how fast something can grow. Thanks for now. Hope you all have a great weekend. Chat with you soon.